right, so welcome back, and this is Football Pitch Fans. And as you all know how we actually do it here, we talk about football, tactical analysis, and we discuss matters regarding football. And today we actually want to dive in and discuss about 5 important moments in the world of football, especially EPL, that actually happened last weekend. And here in the studio are with me, Palmer.
Nice, Cowboy. Palmer.
Chelsea fan in the building. What a wonderful weekend for you it's been, you know?
It was a very wonderful weekend. I slept very well. Slept like a baby and woke up like a giant.
How about you? Yeah, I'm Manchester United godfather.
Well, it was like an emotional roller coaster last week, but we move. I'm okay. I'm ready to kick it. Bring in the next game. Bring it on.
All right, so we definitely want to dive into these 5 important moments that actually happened in EPL last weekend. And the first on our list today is Chelsea super comeback against Spurs. It's actually something surprising because when the game started, Chelsea was actually trailing 2-0. And they just did some kind of magical moments, from Sancho, and the comeback actually began. And, we saw 2 penalty take from Palmer, even a Panteca we have never seen before. Very cold and chilled, served, at the Tottenham Stadium. Right now, Cowboy Palmer, how do you see this spectacular moment that actually happened and stunned, a lot of fans, last weekend in the EPL?
Well, that match was like sugar. It was sugar berries to every Chelsea fan, yeah? It was a very wonderful and beautiful game of football. A game that showed us that our team is fucking back. Our team is back. Like, my boys are back. Down from the gaffer, down to the players, we are back. 7 changes. Started, the first 10 minutes were 2 goals down, and my boys weren't phased. They didn't allow it to get to them. They played wonderful football, got a goal in the first half that gave them the ginger to come back into the second half and score more goals, score 3 goals in the second half and allow them score 1. It was a beautiful game round in summary for me. The gaffer was tactically smart, 1 change, and everything was back in order. Shout out, good one, Mr. Gaffer, Enzo Maresca, and the 11 boys.
You know that game actually almost looks like it was sold. It was a planned game. You understand? Because right from the mistakes that Corella that made, 2 similar mistakes, and at the end of the day, they give them 2 penalties. It almost looks like Chelsea stole the game. And now, many Chelsea fans are actually like, Man United godfather, I said this, I said that, I said this. Bro, I only said that because I despise Arsenal so much. You understand? If Chelsea said they not win that match, it would have been a shame for them. Is it not Tottenham? Arsenal won Tottenham. Arsenal won Tottenham. You understand? And then Chelsea won Tottenham. Why are they making it a big deal? The children club, this one.
All right,
did you win Tottenham? Did you win Tottenham, sir? Tottenham is a children's club. Tottenham went and gave it 3 Opwe.
Everybody knows, everybody are aware right now that Manchester United is not on great form. So it's understandable.
What is the cause
but for you, how many players did you buy?
What is your cause of not being informed?
So what you're saying right now is it's not something surprising to you.
It's normal.
It's normal, right? But looking at it critically, yes, it kind of, Chelsea actually have, multiple wins over Spurs. So
for 6 seasons.
I think Lampard said, they call White Hart Lane 3-point lane.
Yes.
But in that match, to come back from 2-0 down with that atmosphere, intensity, fans throwing, trash on the field, it's really surprising, It's something very spectacular.
We outsmarted them. At some points, we're defending back 4, attacking back 3, attacking with back 2. See, they were clueless. The midfield, a lot of players in the pockets. Inversion. Tottenham. See, Professor Poku became clueless. He shouted, "Hey God, where are one wrong goal?" See, the guy shouted, "Hey God, where are one wrong goal?" All right, clueless.
Let's actually quickly move on. It was actually something very spectacular and exciting moment. That was actually one of the best fixtures last weekend, and it was actually a thrilling game which we actually enjoy. And, rival fan and people who doesn't have, either Chelsea supporters or Spurs supporters actually enjoyed that game. All right. So moving on to the second one on our list, and that's it. That is Man City draw against Crystal Palace. Now, Man City have had seven game straight defeat. They have no, 3 maximum points from that game. They came back in the last game in winning ways. And right now we thought they are back. But to see them having to draw against the likes of Crystal Palace 2-2 draw after seeing a red card in that game was something very surprising seeing that result. Right now, Manchester United godfather, how do you see that moment and how surprising that fixture was for you seeing Man City drop 2 points in that game?
Bro, there's no long talk about this. The only talk here is that I want to tell you guys the truth. I want to confess. Now me will cost Man City.
To what gain?
Now me cost Man City.
To what gain?
The fact that Pep Guardiola has successfully converted and changed the system of Premier League is so painful to me. You understand? It's very, very painful. How can one man that has a bald head, see, he will suffer. He will suffer. And they tell he go suffer. I don't cost them. They will never, ever near that title again until Manchester United come up. But guys, this is our younger brothers.
Okay.
You understand? But all of a sudden, you want to come and be showing yourself.
But they have been helping you. Pep actually gave you the FA Cup last season.
See that's why. See from that moment, right? That was the first moment I had to naked in the middle of the night to curse that team for suffering us, for punishing us.
But they gave the FA Cup. They gave the FA Cup to do his job. So how is that
punishment? The FA Cup was a punishment. It was sufferness. See. And they said affliction shall not come the second time, but Pep had to give us force it. He forced it. It's very, very painful, you know. So right now, just enjoy your suffering.
But it's really surprising seeing that game end in draw.
To me, it's not surprising because I don't really cost them. You understand? So more is even coming. Don't worry, just calm down and wait. More is even coming.
You see that game, ba? You see Man City. I think I dropped the wrong song for the wrong team. Because you see that Shakara don't end though. Now Man City get that song. Remember Arsenal.
Honestly.
Now Man City get Shakara don't end though.
Okay.
Man City they feel like saying a comfort zone. At some point, Man City was like comfort zone in the Premier League. Everybody they decamp. If your team they hurt you go decamp go Man City. How far now? All decampees. How you doing? Alright. How you are doing?
Okay. So going to that right now, let's go to the third on our list, and that is Arsenal draw against Fulham. All right, it was something really surprising. It's a surprising moment and also a spectacular moment in the side of Fulham to actually, hold Arsenal to a 1-1 draw, even after the late equalizer from Saka was actually ruled offside because of Martinelli being offside, prior to that goal he actually scored. Now, Cowboy Plan, let me ask you, how was that moment very spectacular to you, seeing that Arsenal actually needed all the maximum point they can actually get right now because Liverpool are actually informed, Chelsea are also informed, so they need to be more to near perfect in every game they go. So how surprising were you seeing Arsenal to drop 2 points in that game against Fulham?
Even though I was saying the other day that I was going to win, I was never confident about it. I was just saying because I expected Arsenal to go and demolish Fulham. Yeah. But then Fulham is a team in form. We can't lie. They have this shaky form. There's this form in them, even though it's not consistent. But they're on form. And Arsenal is also on form. And then the London Derby is a spiritual match. It's a very spiritual match. It's a match that forgets your form. Anything can happen. Your eye will clear. If you swore, you'll be on sword. If you swore, you'll be on sword. And that's just what happened. Yeah. And then going to the offside saga. The offside saga. Yeah. The pitch is square/rectangle in nature. Yeah. So there's 4 angles of a pitch. So until they give us those 4 angles, we will not decide if it's an offside or not. Bro, shout out to Arsenal. Arsenal, it was an offside. Whether you like it or not, an angle showed that it's an offside. If all angles has saved you, it would have been a goal. So I don't see where the offside was. That was a saga there.
Something.
Okay, briefly.
That's actually an offside because why the VAR was actually looking from this angle, me I was looking from this angle.
You don't understand. There are 4 angles, so there are 3 angles.
So it was an
offside.
All right, so let's see how it goes. I'm definitely sure that Arsenal and Gunners, they are filming after that game and they won't like this, I would say. Now let's go and see the 4th on our list, and that is Leicester City versus Brighton. A 2-2 draw. Leicester City was actually trailing in that game 2-0, and I think it's 9 minutes they actually came back and actually had the equalizer in that game. Van Nistelrooy, who was actually a Manchester United departure, is that how it come from? Actually doing the exploits right now in Leicester City. They have 2 games, if not lost a game is actually near 100% record. What do you have to say about that game, having them trailing 2-0 and coming back into that game to actually draw that game? What do you have to say?
Bro, if you ask me this question like 2 days back, I will first cry before I answer you. You understand? Because Van Nistelrooy is clearly a tactical coach. You understand? We also, from when he was actually the interim manager of Manchester United, we score goals and all of that. So right now, seeing him putting all those ginger and all those power and strength into all those Leicester people, it's actually kind of very, 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 very sad to watch, because I know that my team is actually very, very bad and they're on the ground right now. So there was never a time that I doubted Van Nistelrooy on that game, because I actually even played that game win or draw for Van Nistelrooy, and he actually came up. We also how the supernaturally, it's not even normal. The supernaturally had to come back to prove to you that Van Nistelrooy was a mistake to leave Manchester United. I swear.
All right, so that was actually a nice one, and let's see the last on our list, which is a very, very interesting, and that is the tip of our iceberg, and that is Manchester United lose in the weekend. All right, Amorim effect. That game was actually something very spectacular and very surprising. It's a moment that actually stunned the whole of EPL fan, I would say, or even the football world, because there are high hopes and high expectation going into that game, but it actually turned out the way it turned. What do you have to say briefly before we actually round up about that game? See Manchester United losing at home.
I expected a loss from Bruno Fernandes, a whole loss from Bruno Fernandes, because he would have single-handedly made Man U to win, but he decided to single-handedly make them lose. He was making a lot of errors I did not expect from him. A lot of errors. The second goal he gave away. Look at Onana. He did not even move an inch in the header. Although headers are very, 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 very confusing to keepers, but then at least for a try. Look at the third goal. Oh God. Let us gather and pray for Manchester United, because even as a rival fan, I think we need to pray for their upgrade, for their improvements. The link-up play was shitty. The back to the midfield to the... See, there was no successful pass from Bruno to Højlund that will put him in a one-on-one position.
Yeah.
John is like, what is happening to that team? Is this the Amorim ball? If this is Amorim ball is a joke indeed.
They say, the coach actually said that they're going to suffer, to embrace yourself, because it's going to be a long day.
And they are suffering. And I don't know who will help them end this sufferness.
All right, so in that game, it was really surprising, even though Nottingham Forest are actually been breezing, cold and hot at the same time, but they actually turned up in that game. Gibbs White was actually an stunning strike in that game to actually see Onana being in no man's land. I'm definitely sure you don't have anything to say. Don't worry, keep it at that, because it's your team and I know how pained you are during the weekend. All right, thank you so much. And this is where we're actually trying to round up drawing it to the curtain, and thank you so much for watching up to these very moments. We hope to see you on the next one, and definitely we have other topics we actually cover on our channel. You can definitely go check it out. Manchester United, Arsenal, and also Chelsea there on our channel. And in case you want to be part of our conversation, please do try to reach us out so that we can actually call you anywhere you are, because we have what we call a fan calling section. That's where we actually call fans anywhere they are to actually talk about football and discuss matters regarding football with us. And also we have match preview on our channel for Chelsea, Arsenal, and also Manchester United, and also prediction on our channel for those who love taking money on bets. We all have you covered in our channel. Please stay glued on our channel, and we also will be doing a fan recap and fan interview to actually see the fan view and perspective after each match on our channel. And this is enough reason for you to actually hit the subscription button below. Thank you so much for watching. And here in the studio I have with me Cowboy Palmer for Chelsea, and there I have
Manchester United godfather. We're winning the league. Let's go.
Don't say this before. I'm going to touch you. Thank you so much. And this is where we're wrapping it up. See you on the next one.